But then you stole a car in front of us.
I was willing to give up drugs, everybody. The heads of all the mobs and the gangs.
The heads of the mobs, you got that?
And all that shit. But you guys...
Is this your car?
No.
Whose car is it?
I think it's his car.
It's his car?
He picked us up in Missouri.
Okay.
You trying to sell it, or what are you trying to do?
No, I just bought it.
You just bought it?
Yeah, I'm taking it home now.
Watch as these criminals realize they cannot run from the long arm of the law.
I'm not going to assume
18.
any of them are
there
yours.
Was not 18.
Okay, I apologize. I'm exaggerating. There was like 5 or 6, at least, in the front seat.
The first incident is centered around 36-year-old Angie Frost. On March 30th, 2018, Tulsa police pulled over Angie for driving a stolen vehicle. She was placed inside the police cruiser. Angie decided to steal the police car, leading officers on a wild chase. A police officer arrived at the scene. Angie was already in handcuffs and was being questioned by another officer. She claimed that she borrowed the vehicle. The officer inquired about her side of the story. She claimed that she worked with the police as an informant.
I borrowed from Stephen Curtis. He told me that I could borrow it. I live right up at Studio 6.
C-U-R-T-I-S?
Yes.
What's his first name?
Stephen.
S-T-E-V-E-N? P-H-E-N?
It's S-T-E-V-E-N.
Stephen Curtis.
Stephen Curtis Turner is his full name.
Stephen Curtis Turner. Okay.
Yes. I call him Curtis. I swear I did not steal this vehicle.
Do you know how he got it?
No, he bought it.
Do you know that, or you think just assuming it?
I'm assuming it. He's never lied to me before.
Okay.
Ever. He lives over at Balboa Apartments on 51st and U. I had to move some stuff because I'm moving.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that I could, if it's stolen, I mean, you take it back and whatever. But I even have a witness that saw him pick me up in it today.
Okay.
So, I mean, I haven't done anything to the vehicle. Honest to God.
Okay.
I mean, I've worked with the police.
The officer informed her that if she did not steal it, she would still be in trouble as she was operating it. She explained her situation to the officer. She was adamant that she did not steal the vehicle. The officer, being curious, will probe into her claims.
You're in a stolen vehicle. If he did steal it, you're in a stolen vehicle, which is a problem. But if you didn't steal it, then that'll come out in court.
No, you don't understand.
What don't I understand?
The reason why I work with the police, like over on 11th and Garnett, and the counterfeiting.
Yeah.
I work with them on it because if I go back to jail again, then that means prison 4 years. So,
yeah.
I mean,
okay, listen.
Right up the road and I didn't steal this car.
Calm down. If we can find out that Steven stole it, then and you in it without knowing it, then it'll come out in court. If he stole it, do you think he'd admit it? Do you think he'd tell us and take?
I have no idea. Can I talk to the people that own it?
I don't know who the people that own it are right now.
Well, apparently it's not him.
That apparently, right. But I don't know who they are. That officer's looking for that information right now.
Angie was asked about the supposed owner of the vehicle. The officer then probed into her claims about working with the police before. However, she failed to give any concrete answers.
How long have you known Steven?
I've known him since the beginning of the summer, on and off.
For when? Since when?
The beginning of the summer.
Okay, so almost a year now.
Almost, yes.
Okay. How do you know him?
Well, I know him from when I first got released from county. I came to this guy Mark's house, and he lived there.
You live with? How'd you know Mark?
I didn't know Mark. I knew Joey, which now lives in California, and he brought me to the house.
Okay, so you met him through another acquaintance, say, or a friend?
Yeah.
Okay. What does he do? Does he have a job?
He said that he works for his uncle somewhere. He's gay and he talks like really loud because he can barely hear. And honestly, I let it go in one ear and out the other.
Honestly, what?
I let it go in one ear and out the other.
Well, his job?
What he says to me.
An officer updated Angie on the situation. He informed her that the vehicle was reported stolen. He added that she was not supposed to be driving as well. The officer placed her on the front seat of a police cruiser.
All right, so here's the deal. Who's Steven to you?
Steven, well, he used to be a friend, but obviously I'm rethinking the whole friendship thing.
And we're going to one in the back.
All right.
And we're going
Well,
to one in
Steven
the back.
took the vehicle without permission. Okay? It was reported as stolen. Okay?
Oh,
So you're in possession of it.
I didn't know. Please.
Not to mention your driving status is flagged. So you're not even supposed to be driving. So you're going to jail.
Please, is there anything I can do? I work with them, please. I work with them.
Well, have a seat in my car. It's a bad day to borrow a car.
The officers discussed the situation among themselves. They contemplated apprehending Steven through Angie. One of the officers went inside the cruiser to read the report. Angie kept pleading with the officer.
See if she can give him to us. She says she knows him. She borrowed the car from him. He's listed as suspect. We could take her for what? No DL? This ain't gonna stick since he's the listed and she borrowed it from him, saying she doesn't know. But if she can have him meet her, or tell us where he's at, we can go get him.
See, and also it's an easy sell.
She's
pulled over and all this.
I think she's willing to do what she needs to do.
See,
do you have anything better on her other than the
you got to read the
traffic?
Report says that mom, I guess, found her keys. It was yesterday's date, so
Yeah.
Thursday. Just not very long ago. So I think it was around 3. Said that found her keys were missing. Found out that son took the car, and then when she stopped the son, he said that she stole the car from him without permission.
Please, can you please just let me and my stuff out here? I will call a friend to come and pick me up, and I will show you where Steven lives. If he took the car without permission, right? Right? Please, sir. Please. Can you please look at me and talk to me? Please. Excuse me, sir. Sir.
What?
Is there any way that you can sit down and talk with me? I'm willing to let you guys know where there is a massive amount of fucking stolen vehicles, the dealerships, to where they go and get them.
Do you know who the owner of the vehicle? You keep bringing that up. Do you know who the owner of the vehicle is?
No, but I'm sure they're reasonable. You said that Steven took that car without permission.
Okay.
The officer was asked about his thoughts on the report. He started to give his initial assessment of the entire situation. He expressed that it would be hard to convict Angie on the stolen vehicle charge. Looks like Angie was about to walk as a free woman, only if she did not proceed to steal the police cruiser she was in.
So the mom said Steven took it from her, and he said she took it from him. The mom's the only one that has a claim, that has the ability to claim it was stolen from her. He doesn't, because it wasn't his to begin with.
Right.
She definitely probably took it from Steven.
Right.
I think that's possible, but the officer was never able to talk to him. That was secondhand information. It'd be tough to get this in a court, to get this to stick on her. Because Steven, I would assume that Steven was just trying to hide it from mom by saying, "Oh, this girl took it."
Probably.
Because it's also possible that Steven loaned it to her and said, "Yeah, just use it as long as you want," because he knows it's mom's and he just wants it out of his hand, so that way he has plausible deniability, so that he can claim, "Oh, she took it from me. I don't know where it is. Sorry, guys." That kind of bullcrap they always pull on us. We need to do both of them. We could tell her to give us Steven and then take them both.
The officers decided to call Steven to clear things out. While they were discussing their next course of action, Angie hopped onto the driver's seat and sped off in the cruiser. Other officers immediately started pursuing her.
I'd say maybe try to give Steven a call, if she'll give you a number. But the other officer, whoever took the original, couldn't get a hold of him. I don't suppose we're going to be able to either.
Angie was speeding in the cruiser and was driving dangerously. After a brief pursuit, she abandoned the cruiser and ran on foot. The officers quickly located and apprehended her.
David 136, suspect just stole my vehicle, is heading south on Memorial.
Is that her right there? There she is.
Come here now!
Get on the ground. Put your hands over your head. Put your hands over your head. Will somebody unhook her head so we can put them back in her back?
Oh, please.
You go back inside. She's fine. She's fine.
Hand behind your back, let's go.
It's in there still.
Angie claimed that she did not steal the first vehicle. All the officers merrily informed her that she had just stolen a police cruiser. All the officers were cracking jokes about the incident.
Anybody got a cage? She's wiry.
Apparently so.
His car is right there.
I told you guys I didn't steal that car.
You just
stole a police car.
Now I'm going to jail for over.
You stole a police car in front of 3 police officers and eluded.
Ow!
I've seen some stupid stuff, but my gosh.
Angie started to argue with the officers. The officers repeatedly informed her that she escalated the situation and made it worse for herself. She began to make unbelievable claims about being a police informant.
You just stole a police car and drove like shit.
Yeah, I'm going to jail because I stole a car. You all were going to arrest me for stealing the black car.
Which you could have easily, which you could have got out of that charge if you didn't steal it. But then you stole a car in front of us.
I was willing to give up drugs, everybody, the heads of all the mobs and the gangs,
heads of the mobs, you got
and
that?
all that shit. But you guys.
You need to learn the art of the deal, though.
Hey, you know what? Our bad. Our bad, you stole a police car.
You know what? Don't patronize me.
Our bad.
Don't.
Take some accountability for your actions.
I do take accountability for my
Did you
actions.
steal a police car?
You know what?
Did you?
Give me an attorney.
Answer the question.
Give me an attorney. How
We
about
saw
that?
you do it.
No, you didn't see me do it.
I did.
Angie pleaded with the officer for her phone. They immediately denied her requests. She even tried to bribe the officers. She kept trying to argue with the officers. Instead, the officers started cracking jokes at her expense.
I know you hate me right now,
We have-
but is there any way...
I don't hate you. This
My
is
phone
hilarious.
is in the car.
Yeah.
Best thing that happened to me in a while.
Listen, my phone is in the car.
We're not going. I'm not giving you anything out of that car. I'm not going to assume anything in that car is yours and not stolen.
You were crying up a storm.
I need those numbers off that phone.
If they're not in your head, I'm sorry. I'm not going to assume anything in that car is yours and not stolen.
You won't be able to use your phone.
All I'm going to say
That
that
is the kind of...
be in any one of the 4 purses in there.
Because I was...
There's 18 cell phones in there. I'm not going to assume any of them are
there
yours.
was not 18.
Okay, I apologize. I'm exaggerating. There was like 5 or 6 at least in the front seat. So I'm not going to assume anything in that car is yours. Rhetorical is a question asked that doesn't need an answer. Hypothetical is a question asked about some event that didn't really
Thank
happen.
you for the English lesson.
You're welcome.
teacher.
You're welcome. And stealing is what you did.
Borrowed.
Borrowed.
That was Mackenzie. Fucking sergeant already knows. I guess Randy's listening to the radio, his brother, and he's like, you need to call brother now.
She was then placed in the back seat of a different police cruiser. The officer even joked that it was harder to steal a cruiser. The officer then told others about the incident.
Think about...
This will be tougher to steal. This is one of our updated hard to steal models. I'm not even mad, I'm impressed. She slipped her cuffs to the front, and then so we look up and she's like standing up and saying, what is she doing? And she just like hopped over the center right down into the seat like a freaking cat burglar,
Like
man.
slow-mo, you're like...
I was like, what?
She was charged with larceny from an automobile, possession of a stolen vehicle, escaping arrest, resisting arrest, and driving with a suspended license. While Angie was able to make her situation worse by running from the police, our next individual could not run, even if he tried to in his vehicle of choice. But before that, let's see someone who found herself in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Don't move your hand. Keep your hand up. Put your hand behind you.
The next incident revolves around Samantha.
Turn the car off. Keep your hands on the roof. Get him out first. Lean forward. Don't move your hand. Keep your hand up. Put your hand behind you. Step out. Cross your legs. Straight out. Straight out. Cross them. Cross them. Straight out. Cross your legs. Keep your hand up. We'll talk about it in just a second. Also, you're on the radio.
The officer asked for the ID of one of the passengers. He then decided to question Samantha, as she was the driver. He informed her that she was being detained. He then read her Miranda rights. One might wonder where they were coming from. To no one's surprise, Samantha said that they were coming from Missouri.
Got anything on you I need to know about, man? No. Do you have an ID with you? Yeah. Where's that going to be? On the pocket. Right. Yeah, we probably do that. Hey, what'd I tell you about talking? Driver, what's your name? Samantha? Alright. I think he's going to try and move it up so we got the lane open. Samantha, you can come up here and talk to me, alright? Hey, what's going on? Your first name?
Samantha.
And your last name? Where are you from?
I'm Missouri.
Okay. Right now you're detained pending a criminal investigation, okay? You are not currently under arrest, but we are conducting an investigation. I'll be more than happy to answer all your questions, but before I ask you any questions or talk to you, I'm going to advise you of your rights. It does not mean you're under arrest, okay? You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court of law. You have the right to have an attorney present during or before any conversations or questions. If you cannot afford an attorney, one may be appointed to represent you. And at any time you decide not to answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand that?
The officer inquired about the vehicle. Samantha informed that one of the occupants picked her up from Missouri. She added that she assumed it was his vehicle. She informed the officer how she ended up with the vehicle.
Where is this?
It was on commercial and what is it?
So when you hopped in this car, where were you at? Were you at a business or a house?
We're in a neighborhood.
So you're just walking down the street in a
It's in
neighborhood.
commercial and
Samantha informed the officer that the man had smoked some contraband. The officer asked about any further contraband in the vehicle. She denied any further knowledge about it. After further questioning, she disclosed that her driver's license may be suspended as she had a speeding ticket.
yes.
Okay. Is this your car?
No.
Whose car is it?
I think it's his car.
It's his car?
He picked us up in Missouri.
Okay.
The officer asked her why she was driving if she did not possess a license. Samantha informed that she only started driving when the occupant asked her to drive. The officer informed her that the vehicle was reported stolen. She was then seated in a police cruiser.
Driving his vehicle.
Because they just asked me to drive, like literally 20 minutes ago. He just asked me to drive. They got a red stop back there. I wasn't
Can you say
driving.
anything about this vehicle?
No, I just assumed it was his. I literally just started driving at a red stop like
And
20 minutes ago.
This is your only chance to be honest with me.
I am
Because
being
once I walk away from this conversation, I'm done with it.
I am being honest with you. I just got in the driver's seat like 20 minutes ago.
Okay. Right now, the vehicle's reported stolen, okay? Face away from me, and I'll talk to you in a minute. I don't know, where'd my key go? Hey, Schmidt. I don't have my key. Can you lock these?
All my stuff's in the back.
Can you double lock them so I don't tighten up and put her in my back seat? Let me pull that on the other side.
The occupants were escorted to different police cruisers by other officers. Later, it was found that the suspect had allegedly stolen their friend's car.
clear up the lane.
Well, he's already got her in the car. So.
There we go. Can you walk her over there and we'll clear out the lane?
Yeah, someone wants to grab some coffee.
Yeah, we'll move it. Can you move his car, would you mind? Is it unlocked? What a throw.
Samantha was charged with grand theft auto. Later, on July 21st, 2023, the charge was dropped. As mentioned before, now we will see how this individual decided to steal the worst vehicle possible.
So he gave you the keys?
Yeah, he gave me.
So there was no keys in there prior to?
No.
The third incident involved Davion Branford. On March 10th, 2023, the Eustis Police Department responded to a report of a suspicious man. He was trying to sell a golf cart. The officer approached Davion and asked for his ID. He claimed that he had no identification on him. He claimed that he just bought the golf cart and was driving it home. The officers inquired about the purchase.
I don't know. I can't remember his name.
What's your name?
My name Davion.
Davion what?
Branford.
Brown. Do you have a driver's license or anything on you, brother?
I don't. Everything is at home. I'm in the rush to trying to catch this cruise to the Bahamas. But Branford.
Branford?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm in a rush trying to catch this cruise.
Where you going on the cruise at?
To the Bahamas, and my auntie is gonna kill me because I'm running late.
So you trying to sell it or what are you trying to do?
No, I just bought it.
You just bought it?
Yeah, I'm taking it home now.
Where in Tavares did you where did you buy it at?
I bought it. I met him at.
$22 USDC advising he just bought it in Tavares. Signal 14 is appearing to be from like a golf course or something like that.
Davion asked about the reason behind the officers intercepting him. He informed that someone asked him if it was for sale. They then asked for details about the purchase of the golf cart. Davion informed that he had no paperwork for it.
Why, is there something wrong with it?
Simple. No, it's just, you find it odd, someone called in that you were trying to sell this to them. So if you just bought it, my question is, why would you try and sell it?
The guy, I just left the house right there on the corner. The first street right there by the light.
Did you make contact with someone?
I spoke to him about it. He asked if it was for sale. I told him no, but other than that, I haven't talked to anybody.
Did you go up to the house? Or were you just driving by?
I was driving by. He was unstrapping his boat.
Okay.
He called me over, then I swung in through the parking lot.
Yeah. Can I spell your first name?
D-A-V-I-O-N.
What is it?
D-A-V-I-O-N.
Can I spell your last name?
Branford, B as in boy, R-A-N-F-O-R-D.
What's your middle initial?
J.
Do you have a good license, brother?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
What's your date of birth?
What time did you buy this at?
I bought this about 4 hours ago.
One of the officers asked Davion to exit the golf cart. They also asked if had any contraband. They then started to inspect the cart. Davion was again inquired about the purchase.
Alright, I'm gonna call you back.
No weapons in that or anything like that, right?
And I'm free. Just a bunch of empty blunt packs.
Okay.
Gift card. Body
Well, just go with my partner real quick and he's right there. There's a barcode there. What's the guy's name?
He goes by Q.
Q. And he gave you no paperwork, nothing, right? How much you pay for it?
Just 2 keys. I paid like $450, almost $500 for it.
Cash or what?
Wanted $700 for it.
Was it like PayPal, cash? What were we talking about? Zoom?
It was cash.
Cash? Where did you buy it from Q at?
Over in Tavares.
Yeah, where in Tavares?
Well, that's borderline of Eustis and Tavares.
Okay, where's that at?
They're down the road from the DMV by the Reliance here.
The officer asked for proof that he purchased the golf cart. He proceeded to show the supposed messages and phone calls he had with the seller. The officer asked if the cart was stolen or not. Davion admitted that he did not know if it was or not.
So be real with me, 100%. Okay. Q, right?
Yeah.
He exists?
Yes.
Can you show me a message with Q?
I have a phone number.
I call him.
I've literally been calling them this entire time. Last time I talked to him was, what time? It says it on here. 7:38.
All right, you mind if I look at this?
This one?
All right.
He normally takes, I be needing rides to go a couple places. He takes me when I need to go.
You don't know Q like that, though? Be real with me. Is this hot or not?
100% real with you? I honestly don't know.
Okay.
It was a good price.
Sometimes too good to be true, you feel me?
Hey, sometimes it is.
Suddenly, Davian's aunt arrived at the scene. An officer informed her about the entire situation. She confirmed Davian's previous statements that they were about to go on a cruise to the Bahamas. The officer told Davian that he needed to come clean if he bought it or stole it.
Hello. Your girlfriend?
Auntie.
So here's the deal, okay? I'm gonna be 100 with you, okay? He said he just bought this at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. He only knows the guy named by Q. We've been getting a rash of golf cart thefts. Okay, so that's what we're trying to figure out right now. He had a little bit of Molly in his bag, and so we'll deal with that accordingly. We're just trying to figure out right now this. I asked him if it was stolen. He says he don't know. He bought it off Q, but he don't know if it's stolen or not. So that's what we're trying to figure out right now. It's just 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It's a weird time to buy a car or a golf cart or anything like that. So that's why we're just trying to figure out where it came from. You guys really going to the Bahamas?
Yeah, we're about to be missing the boat. I mean, this is ridiculous. So it's not picking up. It's his mama on the phone.
Okay.
Hang up and call back.
You're gonna need to call Q, bro, because here's the deal, man. If this does turn out stolen, not saying it is, but if it is, you're in some deep water. You feel me? Now, if you bought it from Q, it doesn't say anything that you purchased anything from Q besides wanting some smoke, which I don't care about, okay?
Right.
The officer took Davian to the side and advised him to come clean. He was seated in the back of a cruiser. The officer outright told him that the story he told was not true and he wanted the truth.
I'm not going to even put you in custody. Just have your seat real quick so I can talk to you. All right. All right, listen to me. Bro, your story, I'm trying to be as 100 but as respectful as I can at this point, okay? The story you're giving me is not true, okay? It's not true. And the minute you can be a man and admit that to me, we can start moving forward with this process, brother. So I want you to be 100 with me. All right, where did you get the golf cart at?
Okay, so this is...
yes, please.
Yeah. So, same guy.
Okay.
As I said before, he's known, he sells them. Like, he has a bunch of them business. He also has another one over in Houston. I was at a friend's house. They had previously bought one from... the phone went dead. I have a picture of them.
I got you, okay.
The officers then conducted a preliminary investigation. Noticing discrepancies with the story, the officer asked follow-up questions. After an investigation, they figured that the cart was stolen. The aunt was informed about the situation. Davian continued to maintain his innocence.
Hey, Bubba, let me ask you this. How'd you pay for it if you never saw Q today?
I paid cash.
When did you pay him?
He came up to where the house I was at. I was at a friend's house over at Houston.
So you went there before. So did you pay him before or after?
I paid him before. That's how I got the keys.
Oh, so he gave you the keys?
Yeah, he gave me.
So there was no keys in there prior to?
No.
Okay. So he gave you the keys, and then he says it's over there at the dealership?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's green with the number 44 on the side. 2 mirrors on the side. And it does have headlights. And just signal 14, they are missing it. 10-4. Couple hundred, 450. Ma'am, it's stolen.
It's stolen?
Yeah.
Wow. So what?
We're trying to figure it out. We're talking to the owners now. We don't, if they want to prosecute or not, that's up to them right now. The good thing is it's not damaged or anything like that, so that's usually a lot more helpful for them. Yo, bro.
Hey, bro.
Be real with me.
It's real. I don't want to.
Okay. But hear me out. Be 100 with me. Did you steal that shit or not?
But I'm being completely honest with you. From his end, it may be.
It is. It's because that dealership that you got it from is missing a golf cart that they did not sell.
The officers discussed his story among themselves. The officers proceeded to search Devian for contraband. The officers informed him that they found discrepancies. He was arrested for the theft of the golf cart.
You heard the beginning part of it. He was talking about door ad and all that. Then I went back over here and told him that it was BS, right? He was lying. He said, okay. He changed his story to he met with Q prior to like 4 o'clock in the morning at his friend's house. He gave Q money. Q gave him the red keys. He said, go pick up the golf cart at this location, which is the golf cart place right here on Bay and Lemon. Hey, did we, he has a key or something. Can we, like, before he, see the little hook? Can we search him? Camera bag? I just don't want you to get in trouble, man. How many shorts you got on?
Got a pair of shorts, I only have 2.
Okay, and it's just to hold it up? Okay. I'm gonna have to take that off, man. I just don't feel comfortable with that on.
Charges are yet to be drawn against Devian, as the owners did not confirm if they want to press charges or not. While Devian's golf cart could hardly go over a speed bump, the next individual almost turned a police officer into one.
Your hands. Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand.
The last incident was caused by They. On September 20th, 2023, the Cleveland Police Department said 3 men were discovered sleeping in a stolen vehicle behind a business. The officers tried to apprehend the individuals, and an altercation took place. Multiple officers approached the parked vehicle and found the occupants to be asleep. Dispatch informed the officers that the vehicle was stolen. The officers woke the occupants, and one of the passengers was removed from the vehicle.
Vehicle was entered out of East Cleveland, stolen.
Alright, hold that car up. We copy. Yep, by 3 males, all sleeping. Open up! Open up! Your hands. Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand.
Slow. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Leave your shoes where they're at.
Hey, we have back passenger. Hey, just move him, move him.
An officer tried to remove Moorloo from the driver's seat. He instantly became agitated and started resisting. He was able to turn the vehicle on. He tried to run away from the officers.
Stop moving, stop moving.
Stop moving.
Here, get out of the car, get out of the car.
Ain't nobody even did nothing, so I'm just saying, hold on.
No, just get out of the car.
I'm about to get out the car. Can I get out?
Get out, let's go. No, let me, show me your hand. We're good. Hey, calm down.
He's trying to...
Car's off.
Car's off.
Get out. See your hands. Your hands are gonna see him out. Get out.
Hey,
Car's off.
Put your feet around.
Watch out, move!
In his attempt, he backed the vehicle into a building. Then he tried to drive off, but hit a police cruiser instead and became immobile. Multiple officers soon apprehended Moorloo and the second passenger.
Hey, get away from the car! Here! Get out of the car! Just let him go!
It crashed. There's still one person outside. Get out!
Where's he doing?
Get out! Right now! Somebody's up here! Get out! Get out! Get
Get the down! I'll call you. Call you. Get the down! Down! Right now! Somebody help me!
I'm good.
The officers tried to handcuff Murlu. He kept resisting their attempts. Additionally, he disregarded all instructions given to him by the officers.
Stop it!
Here's okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Get on your...
Here's okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Get on your...
One of the officers inquired if anyone was hurt or not. He inquired if they had apprehended all the suspects. Paramedics arrived at the scene and started providing medical attention to all those involved in the altercation.
Is Caraballo good? Are you good? Are you okay?
Are you good?
No, I'm good. Do we got all three?
Yo, put your arm behind your back.
Do we have all three?
Let them help you out. Priority. We'll take care of everything else. You get taken care of that. Priority.
After the arrest, the police found Murlu had 10 cases in felony court dating back 2 decades. The cases involved stolen property, drugs, domestic violence, and more. The last case before the incident was only a month ago. It was a weapons charge and a contraband charge.
Do we have all three?
I got one right here. You got one over here too.
Right now.
Sit up. You're a grown man that can drive a car caps and stuff.
No.
Car's empty.
No.
You good?
I'm good.
Go over to EMS.
I would like to find my glasses. You guys
We will
find a
look for
pair
your
of
glasses.
eyeglasses in
Go
there?
over and talk to EMS.
I'm good.
I'll make you do.
You have to.
Glasses in these car are yours.
After the new arrest, Murlu remains locked up. He goes to court on the new indictment soon. If you enjoyed this true crime video, subscribe to watch more.